Hey everyone.
Hey there.
Hi everyone.
Hello, brothers.
Hello, brothers.
My name is Ryan Cunningham, and I serve as the Section Director for the Western Great Plains region.
AKPsi, founding president of the AKPsi chapter at UT Dallas.
My name is Elizabeth Price. I'm one of the volunteers here supporting the Central Atlantic region of AKPsi.
My name is Nima Farshi, and I'm the chapter advisor for the Omega Theta chapter at the University of Maryland and the section director for the Liberty section of the Central Atlantic region.
I'm Margaret Hayden, and I'm proud to say I'm wrapping up year 2 as the chapter advisor for AKPsi at Illinois State, and I cannot wait to see what year 3 has in store for us.
I'm James Neely, and I am a section director and chapter advisor in the Eastern Great Lakes region.
I'm Dave Ureta, Chapter Advisor of Iota Xi at Arizona State University. I'm a 1983 Life member and alumnus of Iota Xi.
I would highly encourage everyone to volunteer for Alpha Kappa Psi.
I started volunteering with AKPsi because I wanted to pay it forward. I had an extraordinary student experience, and much of that was because of the local volunteers and the organization-wide volunteers I encountered as a student.
Why did I start? It allowed me to continue my association with the chapter as an alumnus. Think about our anthem. I didn't want to pass slowly out of view.
I started volunteering because I wanted to give back to an organization that has done so much for me.
I got involved in volunteering almost right out of college because I wanted to make sure that I was able to give back to the organization that I got so much out of.
I became a chapter advisor because I had the best chapter advisor out there when I was in Alpha Omega. He was a great example of both how to act personally and professionally and how to build your network, and he's even continued to be my mentor after college. So if I can give back to the AKPsi community in any fraction of the way that Dr. Niehoff gave back to our chapter, I'd consider myself a pretty successful CA.
My why for coming and giving back is that I recognize that as we continue to grow as an organization and it continues to evolve and change, we need to share those changes with our next set of leaders.
I also remember what it's like being a collegiate brother and not knowing all the answers naturally. So I feel like it's very important to have a chapter advisor or another volunteer that you trust and feel comfortable enough to reach out to and ask those questions.
What's important to you is for you to set the tone for the chapter by being their coach and mentor and also developing them as future business leaders.
I remember when I joined Alpha Kappa Psi, believe it or not, I was very shy. I know you can't tell that right now though. But it poured so much into me, and it continues to pour into me as I volunteer and support others. I also have opportunity to learn a great deal about myself.
I had a great experience as a student member, but the best experiences for me in AKPsi have been through volunteering.
I've gained so much from volunteering. I've met plenty of lifelong friends that I would have not met otherwise. I've been able to use my skills and really help the organization. I've also been able to develop new skills. There's been projects that I've worked on that I didn't have any experience, and because of that work, I was able to gain that experience.
It's the perfect opportunity to create genuine relationships with other volunteers across the country, our next generation of student leaders, and be able to create genuine lifelong relationships at another level.
I personally like to continue my education, and the best way to do that is to interact with the student members as they're learning new business concepts and principles.
I choose to be an active mentor and advisor for this chapter for not only my personal growth, because I'm learning a tremendous amount from these students, but it also gives me an opportunity to give back to the organization that I learned so much from.
I really get a lot out of it every time I'm talking to the students, all the networking and communication that goes back and forth, and it gets you involved back in the organization as alumni working with students on a daily basis.
As you continue to give to others and support and develop the next set of leaders, they also support and continue to develop us.
I continue to volunteer because I know how important volunteering is, not only for my own self and well-being, but also more importantly for the health of our organization to be able to grow and continue to impact and influence tomorrow's business leaders.
I'm able to work with the next generation of principal business leaders, which is something that excites me as a person who works in education. But I've also been able to meet amazing volunteers who have been great friends and brothers to me, and who have helped me with my own personal and professional development.
I'm able to share what I have learned and experienced during my career in leadership roles. This provides the chapter a different point of view.
What would I say to people that are thinking about volunteering? I would say just do it. Jump in. We can use volunteers of all skill levels, all experiences, any time commitment, whether it be a couple hours a month or a couple hours a year or even on a weekly basis. And it's really a great way to get to know other brothers and to be able to give back.
Anyone who's interested in volunteering or just wanting to be a part of the organization, we can find a spot for, because there are all kinds of opportunities from 2 hours a week to 10 hours a week, depending on your interest and your level of commitment to the chapters.
Give back. Give back some of that time. Share some of that wonderful knowledge. You will be surprised how many people you may meet. You'll be surprised at how many people just will appreciate your wisdom, but also your efforts and support will not go in vain. Because without you, there's no AKPsi.
The love that I have for AKPsi has grown so much since becoming a volunteer, and I think that serving as a volunteer has been one of the best decisions I've made as an AKPsi brother.
Think about all the experiences, everything that you learned, all the friends that you gained. Think about that. Be that light to the current students in your local chapter today.
For anyone interested, we'd love for you to reach out. Thanks.